Hi there, I'm Stan Landman, Stan Landman's Pop of Culture. This week, we're going into the world of sports. It's a world that I know a lot about because I was an all-star shot putter at MINEHEAD High School in my time. In fact, I held the third best shot put record in the school's 25-year history. That comes with a lot of fame, comes with a lot of haters too. Some young upstarts think that sports are just a game. Let me tell you, sports are real. They're competitive. They're confrontational. And this is bound to be the most confrontational episode of Stan Landman's Pop of Culture, because I'm going to go one-on-one with Franklin Wright of the MINEHEAD Movers. He's their all-star quarterback. We're going one-on-one in a game of his choosing. I trained a lot hard for it. I love you, Pop Culture. I'm going to win for you. So let's tackle the world of sports this week on Stan Landman's Pop of Culture. Cut. Welcome, everyone, to the #1 source of culture, according to a study. I haven't seen it, but I'm inclined to believe them. Stan Landman's Pop of Culture. I'm Stan Landman. And this is Oslo, Wisconsin. Now, Oslo, this is our sports episode. Before our banter, you got anything, sporty on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking about whether or not you're actually going to go through with challenging this high school kid.
Oslo, of course I'm going to challenge him. I have more muscles in my one arm, my throwing arm, than he has in the entire both of his arms, all right?
I think I'm following what you're saying, but I'm not sure you know how muscles work.
What are you talking about? It's the sheer number. I mean, how do you explain bodybuilders then? They're teeming with muscles.
Actually, bodybuilders have the same amount of muscles as everybody else, except larger.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're going by muscle size, I think I got a few on you, Pancake.
Stan, that's not an appropriate thing to be saying on television at this time.
Well, you know, look, Pancake's okay in MINEHEAD after 3 a.m. I'm not sure what time we air, but I think it's safe. I'm going to take that risk because you deserve it.
Well, clearly you're more fired up about this than I realized. What's on the schedule for today, Stan?
I'm glad you asked, oh Pancakey co-host of mine. We've got 3 lovely things for you this evening. We've got an interview with a man who beheld Stan Landman in his earlier years, when he was a little Stan Landman. We've got some super secret footage I'm not going to tell you about. Got to watch for it. And we've got, of course, the final confrontation with myself and Franklin Wright. By the end of this episode, Stan Landman will go from sporting idol, sporting hero to the people of MINEHEAD to legend.
Stan, actually, people are usually dead before they become legends. I don't know if it's appropriate for you to...
Wait, why are you going to kill my buzz? Oslo, come on. You know, let's go to the interview. All right, come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, what are you doing? We got to be fired up this episode. Let's go. No, I want to hear him. It's time for the interview. Let's watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MINEHEAD High School. We're here again with Randy Jorts. He's Joshua Jorts' father, and I hope things go a little better this week. So, thank you for coming in, Coach. How are you doing?
Great, Stan. It's always a pleasure.
You know, I interviewed your weird colorblind son last week.
Really? That's interesting.
Now, if we can get to the meat of our discussion here, Mr. Jorts, I want to ask, when you first saw Stan the Iron Shoulder Landman, did you know that he would be the sporting juggernaut that he is today?
Well, he looked athletic.
Athletic. Did he not have an aura? Did he not exude brightness that made him shine like a star among all the other peons at the school?
Well, he looked like a person.
A great person.
No, the person who played sports.
The person who was great at sports.
Passable.
Better than Franklin Wright, at least.
Stan, You're not serious, are you? Franklin Wright might actually make something of himself.
What does Franklin Wright have that I don't? I am more athletic than Franklin Wright could ever dream to be.
Stan, I'm in love with you for a second. Minehead High has not had a shot put team in over 15 years. It's not relevant. It's not an accomplishment. You're holding on to something that has no value.
Mr. Jorts, you know flattery will get you everywhere. There's no need to be modest about my accomplishments. I have a TV show now. I think I have room to brag.
Stan, listen to me. Let go. Let this go. I'm kind of scared for you here.
You should be scared. Scared of my abilities. For I am the third best shot putter in Minehead High School history ever. That is a feat that will never, ever be repeated again.
Stan, the bronze medal is not something to be proud of. Alright, you have this TV show. Why don't you shove it in that kid's face? He probably doesn't have a TV show.
Mr. Jorts, wasn't it you that told me sports are everything?
Now,
Oh. Okay. What did you tell me?
to just be better at sports most of the time. Because quite frankly, Stan, you were pretty awful at most sports.
Except shot put, and that's what counts. Now, thank you, Mr. George. Thank you for your lovely praise, your critical reception of me, and I agree. I am going to completely crush Franklin Wright in our competition tonight.
Is he okay? Is he living in some dream world or something?
We'll be right back.
Can't stop thinking about that burrito. What's up? Yeah, no, it's me. Yeah, I cannot stop thinking about that burrito. Man, I cannot stop thinking about that burrito.
Something on your mind? Why not come on down to Dad-orito? Everybody always talks about feeding their inner child. Why not give Dad some play? This week only, 2 for $5. Big Daddy Dynamite Burritos. Whew, add some spice to your life. Get your dad on. Bring your best polo shirt and get 15% off. An extra 5 if the collar's popped. Who's your daddy? Dad-orito, strictly for my dads. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the quest for Stan Landman's sporting glory. Up next, we have some footage here, myself and Oslo, we are both very proud of here. We are both very proud to show you this footage of Stan Landman's record-breaking accomplishment that Oslo tells me all the time.
Actually, if you could not speak on my behalf, it's possible that I have some sporting accomplishments of my own that I might like to talk about.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't realize this was Oslo, Wisconsin's quest for sporting glory. Oslo, why don't you tell me your sports accomplishment?
Actually, in my better years, I came in first place in a hip-hop dance competition, and that's how I met my wife.
And now she's doing a hip-hop dance on your wall. And hey-oh, hey, marriage humor, anybody. That's not a wedding band. That's a handcuff. Huh? Marriage humor?
I'm gonna just ignore those comments you made, Stan. Sit here, cross my arms, and think what I have to think to myself. Because if I said those thoughts out loud, that would be rude. And now I believe you had some footage you wanted to show.
Thank you very much, Oslo. Your wife may have you tied down, but your mind is free. This is some footage of Stan Landman's historic shot put record. I would like to show that to you right now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 467th Annual Shot Put Grand Championship, hosted for the first time ever here in Minehead, Virginia. A town that, according to its sign, is a lovely place to raise your kids. Up next is Minehead's own Stanley Landman. He is a junior in high school, and his favorite food is cakes. He's a bit of a dark horse for this tournament since he did not score well in the placement round. Didn't score well at all, actually, but he berated our judges into advancing. That takes some charisma. Here we watch as Stan steps up, getting ready for what could be the most important shot put of his career. The crowd falls silent, and ooh, that was pretty unimpressive, actually. The results are going back to Stan, and he seems to be celebrating. Can't exactly see why. As it turns out, that terribly unimpressive shot was a new record in Minehead High School. Well, good for you, kid. You
Okay,
gotta
that's
aim
good.
something.
Turn it off.
Next up is another native of Minehead. He is also a junior. His name is Chase Hawken. Stepping to the plate, and wow, what a throw! That's
Oh, okay.
still
No,
not
you
great.
can turn it. No, that's okay. No, that's good. You can turn it off now.
I guess this means that the former record holder, Stan Landman of Minehead High, the man who literally just went right before our new record holder, is dethroned.
Oh no, there's a power outage. I guess we can't see the rest of the thing. But I guess we still have power in most of the rest of the studio. So why don't we just show the next episode preview? And coming next is it's Franklin Wright. Good night, everybody.
I honestly, I don't know what this week's episode is. We signed for 10, but I only wrote 8 episodes. There will be an episode. I just, I don't know what I'm going to string together. I think we might go with Circus, but I mean, we missed the Circus coming to town by 2 months or so. So, In any case, next week on Stan Landman's Pop of Culture, something.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stan Landman's Pop of Culture. You may notice that Oslo's seat is mysteriously empty. He had to deal with a family emergency. Anyway, it's good that his seat is empty, because it's finally time for my final confrontation with Minehead Movers quarterback, Franklin Wright, the man who snubbed me when I was giving out my CDs. I'm here. I'm gonna beat the tar out of him in whatever he brings. So Franklin, if you please. Welcome to my domicile. You are a very brave man. I see you got a little box there. What do you got? You got your gear in there? Gear for some baseball? Gonna do a little one-on-one? Some hoops? Some shot put, maybe? I'm a shot put guy. Maybe a board game. I thought you were a sportsman.
I thought you were a cultural man.
We're here in Franklin Wright's kitchen to play Trivial Pursuit, and, well, Franklin made the best man win.